Welcome back to chapter 3. In chapter 3 we're going to study the letters and we're going to apply the vowels we learned from chapter 2 on every single letter, and then we're going to start reading. Also we're going to start reading as a normal reading, pronouncing the word, and we're going to have an extra column every time we're going to have a word for syllables. Again, the syllables will help you a lot with the spelling and reading in this book. So we're going to start today with the first group, ABGD. Remember when we said that we have 22 letters and these letters are divided to 6 groups. ABGD ዄези كل ﷺ. In this group, we're going to start with the letter Alep. Okay, you should have the book with you. I'm going to stop honestly showing this one due to the textbook copyright. So this is the only page you're going to see from now on. I'm going to move on to where I'm going to say some information about Alep, about everything, letters too, but I cannot show you all the details is shown in that page, again, due to the copyright. Again, if you don't have the textbook, please visit the website, AramaiCstudies.org, and you can order the textbook from there. Remember, this one is a 5th edition, and you can get this one from Amazon as well, Amazon.com, and it comes in only one format, which is the hardcover format. Please support this document or book, and we appreciate your help. So I'm going to move this screen from here, not to record it anymore, and you need to open the book if you have the book, and you can go through this one by one. Okay, I'm going to bring the whiteboard to the screen here, and this is where we're going to say usually at the top of every letter we're going to cover, there is a small information about the letter, every letter, the 22 letters. Why was shaped like this one? What was there a reason behind of this shape, to show you how why they put it like this 1,000 years ago. You know, this it's almost 4,000 years ago, or sorry, my bad, 3,000 years, 11th century before Christ, they started this language, reading and writing. I mean, yes, using this language in documentation. All right, first of all, Alep is compatible to letter A. And again, if you go to chapter 2, figure 2.2, you can see all the letters, how exactly they are divided. You're going to learn about the Strangilla script or letter, which is the common script between the Western and Eastern dialect in the writing system. The Strangilla does not apply, or we do not apply vowels, the 2 dots vowels or something like that you learn from chapter 2 on the Strangilla. So all these, they're going to be in chapter 2. I encourage you to read all the document in chapter 2, especially the Strangilla, the final form, the unjoined letter. Unjoined letter is very important in our writing. Surat is a cursive language, so that means all the letters they join to each other. However, all of them they join from right, and all of them except 8 do not join from left. And that exactly is I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that, and when we come to the word, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna write the word, how we're gonna read the word. So please keep your book available, open the book, and just show you how we're gonna do it in this case. However, some information again in about ዄ낳, I'm looking at the other screen at page 16. You may have a different page. However, I'm just say page 16 probably is going to be close either the same page or 15 or 17. I don't think you're going to have a different page, but at least you're going to know this in the future. Some of the information again about ዄ낳. ݹɁ is the weakest letter. Why? Because ݹ뾱, if ݹ뾱 has no vowel, regardless where in the word, the position in the word, Ɂ is going to be silent. They will have no sounds for Ɂ. We mentioned that ዄ is A in English, but ₦ in Surat, no vowel, does not take or has no vowel, will be silent. Just we're gonna skip the letter ዄ when it has no vowel when we read the word. One grammar you need to know about ዄ. ዄ, all the common noun and adjectives, they end with <hesitation>. They end with <hesitation>, and <hesitation> is silent. However, let me just correct that one. All the common noun and adjective, they end with ¹ and ﷺ on a preceding letter. Again, remember this grammar. All common noun and adjectives, they end with ﷺ and ﷺ on a preceding letter. ﷺ always is silent at the end. ﷺ always is silent at the end. Okay? You cannot have ﷺ in a proper noun, in the middle of the proper noun, if that proper noun is Syriac name or Surat name. Okay? So you do not put Ɂ in there if the name or the proper noun, it's not a Surat one, it's an English or Arabic or Spanish or anything, and you can have that ¹ in the middle without having any vowel. It's just going to be silent. There is an example in the book how to do it. Also in that page 16 there is a table how ዄ is going to join. However, ዄ is one of those unjoined letter. Again, unjoined letter means do not join or does not join from left. We are right to left language. So when we are writing from right to left and ዄ is at the beginning or in the middle of the word, ዄ will not join to the next letter to the left. ዄ has a strangila. We mentioned about the strangila. Strangila, only six letters have different shape in a strangila from Eastern dialect letters. ዄ is the first one. Again, you need to review chapter 2, all the documents. There are very important information there about strangila, unjoined letter, final form of the three letters, kaf, mim, and nun. And we're going to talk about them here as well when we're going to cover each letter. Now, on the next page, it's showing you how, page 17, how we're going to write an ዄ. I'm going to show you how we're going to write <hesitation>, and you're going to see it here on the screen, how we're going to write <hesitation>, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to show you both, writing the Eastern dialect, ዄ, and the strangila ዄ. And then we're going to apply the vowel on the ዄ. However, I mentioned that ዄ with no vowel is silent. Now, what about ዄ has the vowel on it? Okay, or has a vowel. So, every time ዄ has a vowel, ዄ sounds with the vowel is going to be the same as the vowel sounds. We already studied the vowel sounds in the last chapter, chapter 2, and we're going to repeat that one. So, ዄ with the vowel has the sounds of the vowel itself. ዄ with no vowel, ዄ is silent, regardless where in a word. Okay? So, I'm going to start writing ዄ for you, Alep is going to be above the line, so I'm going to start here. However, I'm using a digital board and my hand is landing on a digital board, so sometimes my hand is going to be shaking when I move on the pen. This one here when I'm writing the letter. So please, first I apologize for that one, but I'm going to try my best to do that. So Alep is above the line, so I'm going to draw like this one. You see one thing, the first steps. However, I have the step-by-step is written in a book, how we're going to write Alep. I do not care how you're going to write it, but I want you to know for reading purposes, okay? And then you can, most people, they're going to have their own way of writing Alep. I myself, I don't write Alep when I write a letter. I write a different way. So when I write regularly, sending a letter to my friend or something like that. So because it's very important to teach you how we're going to write it from beginning. So first step is going to be like a line like this one. And so here, how are we going to write an Alep? If I'm going to come back here, I'm going to just write an something like number 2, you know, making like a number 2. You know, number 2 in English like this one. However, that gap here, this one, the arc here, is not going to show in Alep. So here, I'm going to just do it another way, again, and again. And again, I cannot control this one because every time I put my hand on the digital board does not help a lot because every time I move my hand, the whole thing's shaking. So that is Alep, Eastern dialect. And I'm going to start doing now this, the Strangila. And the Strangila is like 2 lines like this one. Okay, these 2 lines goes like this. And I'm going to have a line coming like this. Okay, that is about Strangila. Again, Strangila does not take vowels. And also is the common between the 2 dialects, Eastern and Western dialects. Please read chapter 2 for information about all this. This chapter is very important. Again, this is Alep. And this is the Eastern dialect Alep. Remember the shape. I know my sometimes my Alep it's not that good in here. All right. Again, Alep with no vowel. How are we gonna apply vowel in the same page, page 17? There is a place where you're gonna apply Alep, and you can write Alep with vowel. Alep with no vowel is silence. Now, if I'm going to have a ݹɁα, remember that 噚άπα again, 2 dots above the letter in this format. That's going to give me the long A. And then ŁԹάχα, 1 dot above, and then the second one here, that is short A. Then is ݹ콴κα, which is very short I, 2 dots next to each other here. That is the ݹ뾱κα. Then there's ԼΑΜΑΚΙSHIA, 2 dots, long open E, 2 dots like this one underneath the letter. That's going to give me the sounds of open E, A. And then ﷺ. Now look, remember ǀ and ﷺ and ⵃwasa, they are derived from a letter. And now ﷺ and ḥwasa, they are derived from wow, right? And dot under. 1 dot above, 1 dot under. And we said we're going to treat them like a letter when we are writing them in a word. So Alep does not join from left. This is one of those unjoined letter. So I'm going to put the vowel wow, or 웡, like this one. There will be a gap. When I'm saying unjoined letter, that means they do not join from left. Do you see? Did not join to the letter wow. So the dot, wow dot above is ﷺ, the sound is U. So this sound is going to be U. The next one is ﷺ, okay, dot under, U, and then ḥwasa dot under, E. Do you see the gap? Alep does not join from left. So I'm going to repeat the sounds of alap again with the vowel. It's just going to be the same as the sounds of vowel we learned in chapter 2. A, e, o, u, e. That's the sounds of alap with vowel and how we write alap. The next one is bath. I'm going to clean this one. The next one is bath. And again, at the top, you're going to see that information of how and why the shape bath as this, like you see it here. Bath is a B in English. Bath is the same as Estrangila. So the the Eastern dialogue bath and Estrangila is the same. However, Estrangila are derived from the Eastern dialogue letters. So some of them, only 6 they have a different shape. So that's we covering one. Alap has a different. Now with the bath has no Estrangila, is the same for Estrangila. However, we have I'm gonna just start writing bath here because I have couple of grammars to apply bath. This is bath. We learned this bath when we study the vowel last chapter. So this is bath, and it is same for both Estrangila and Eastern dialogue. And bath join from both sides. Bath join from both sides. For example, if I have bath and the letter we learn alap, okay, it's gonna look like this one. They join bath and alap. Some grammar about bath. Bath, just like when you see it like this one without any vowel, without anything, is b, b. Now, if you see a single dot, this is a grammar, a single dot, sorry, not line, single dot, okay? If you see a single dot under bath, the sounds of bath is going to change to W, w. Okay, again, this is very important. It's a grammar, and every time I said grammar is a part of the language. It's the opposite of modifier we mentioned before. So bath with dot under, the sounds is W. Now, because bath sometimes is going to show like this one dot under, but if I'm going to have a big dot above bath, one single dot above bath, this one is going to give me a hard sounds of bath, like when you say b, b. Okay, that's how the bath is going to be pronounced when I have a single dot above. Now, single dot under is going to be the W sounds, w. Okay, like example here is shown in the page. When I have a ዄواვა, I know you don't know the letter sheen, but I'm going to write the 낳와 for you here as is shown in that page. So it's going to be 낳와, 슈와와. Do you see that is bath? If I don't have the dot here, those 2 dots under those bath, it's going to sound b. So it's going to be shbaba. No one says shbaba in the Eastern dialogue. We say 슈와와. Okay? So 슈와와, it's bath dot under. So when I have a bath dot underneath the bath and dot underneath the second one, so both of them, they give me the sounds of W, 슈와와. Bath also, its functions as a preposition. What I mean by preposition, sometimes the bath is going to be, this is what we're going to cover in chapter 4, the next chapter, the basic grammar. Okay, when join a noun at the beginning, okay, it's going to join the noun at the beginning, so probably it's going to mean in, or it's going to give you the meaning of b. It's going to give you the meaning of by, or at, okay, or with, Okay, it depends on the statement, and we're gonna cover this one, chapter 4, with more examples. And also Beth, with the spoken language. Again, this is a spoken language, and the spoken language, they have totally some rules are not related to the classic language. Beth, when it's showing the verb, okay, at the beginning, is gonna give me the meaning of ing, the present continuous verb. For example, ṟχάσα means to walk, the verb to walk, sorry. So if I'm gonna say bırxaşa, adding b at the beginning, okay, so it's gonna be walking. ṟχάσα, bırxaşa. And you can apply this one to make the present continue verb, okay, by adding beth at the beginning of any verb, and it's going to be the same for male and female and group. Again, we're going to have a special chapter for verbs, and we're going to cover all the different verbs we have in Surah. Okay, so we're going to wait to more details about this one. So just to summarize, what about Beth? Beth is a B in English, joined from both sides, has the same shape of a strangula. Okay, there's no different one. When Beth has a single dot under the Beth, it sounds the W. When you have a single dot above the Beth, it's going to give you a hard sounds of Beth. And again, we mentioned that Beth does join from both sides. Okay, on the same page 18, sorry, is showing you how we're gonna write Beth. Again, you can follow that one, but I'm gonna write Beth again a couple of times here, so I can apply the vowel. We already studied Beth with the vowel before. Again, you may see that I'm writing Beth not like the way it show there. It's my style. So please, you know, we sometimes giving you some instruction to learn how to write the Beth, but for sure you're gonna have your own fingerprints, your own styles when you're gonna write a letter. It's up to you how you're gonna write it, but the only thing we need you to know how the shape of Beth is, and also when you write Beth, you need to tell the other people this one is a Beth, otherwise they're gonna be confused. So Beth with the sounds of no vowel, with no vowel is B, with the skapa, ba, thaha, ba, zlama pshika, b, zlama qishya, b, with the rwaha, it's gonna join now, bo, with the rwasa, bu, and with the ḥwasa, b. Now if I'm gonna put the dot under, look at this one. If I'm gonna have Beth and dot under, so it's gonna be give me the sounds is gonna be w, with the skapa wa, with the pthaha. By the way, when it's a pthaha in a book, does not show you like this one. Okay, they're gonna give you one big dot, and because one is gonna overwrite the bottom one for the pthaha. So what is going to happen is going to look like this one. So the sounds is going to be wa, and then same thing with this one, we, and as well with this one, if it's a Beth, sounds W, we. Now if this one is going to be wo, wo, okay, and then woo, woo, and we, if the dot under our Beth is sounds of W. Alright, the next page, now I need to show you, I'm going to bring that page here, it's just because we need to learn a reading so far. You see, this is how it's going to look like. I promise that the second letter we're going to learn, we're going to start reading. Okay, again, here you can write the Beth with the vowel several times, just because you need to practice that one. And here how we're gonna write, how we're gonna read, and also learning how to write the word in surah. I'm gonna start reading first, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna write each word to learn more about writing. In the same time, I'm gonna go over the syllables. Do you see the second column here is the syllables? So I'm gonna cover the first column, the Syriac, and then the second one, and the meaning is here. You can look at the meaning for yourself. So the first word, okay, it's ab. Ab. You see, alep has a vowel, so it's not silent. It's gonna be ab. Is one syllable. If you go back to chapter 2 on learning the rules of the syllables, you're gonna see why this one is a one syllable. Why is one syllable? Because bath does not have a vowel. We can make a syllable, or a syllable is made of a letter and vowel. A letter has a vowel, so it's going to make a syllable. Now, if the letter has no vowel, okay, it's going to join the one who has vowel. It depends. If the first one has a vowel, the second one has no vowel, so the one has no vowel is going to join the syllable with the first letter with a vowel. So this one is going to be one vowel, ab, okay, ab, one syllable, ab. The second one, probably this is going to break it down, and you're going to know how exactly we're going to do it. The syllables here. The word is ዄΑЯ. ݹɁ means father, which is a classic word. Okay, is a father, just like when in English we have father and dad. So here means father, ǀΑЯ. And if I'm going to look at the syllable column here, I have alep with a ݹΥ, the first one. Alep with a ݹΥ can be by itself a syllable, like I have here. So the next one, I'm going to look at the next one. The next one is a bath and has a ዄΑЯ. So I can say alep with a Ï by itself is a syllable. The second one is bath with a ΙΑ and alep at the end, okay? It does not have a vowel, so it's going to join that one. So it's going to be ǀΑЯ. One thing I need to mention here, remember I said the common noun always, an adjective always end with the ΙΑ, end with the alep and the ΙΑ on the preceding letter. That is with a common noun and adjective. However, this grammar does not apply to the name of the month. Okay? When we're going to have like ab here, ab, which means August, this grammar ending with the alep and the ΙΑ on before does not apply to the name of the months. Just to mention that one, I forgot when I covered that part later before. So ab, ÂA. Now look at the next one, ba. So ba, one syllable, and the second one, ba, the second syllable. So it's made of two syllables in this case. And the next one, ba. This one, you see, this one is the vowel beth and the vowel e, ḥwasa, ba. So this one is one syllable and this one is another syllable. So ba. Let's just practice how we're going to write those words we just learned with the beth. Okay, I'm going to start with the first word, ab. Ab, again, alep, we need to know that alep does not join from left, so it's going to make a gap between alep and the following letter, beth. Now, because I'm saying b, you see the sounds of b, so it's like a hard way of saying beth. I'm going to put a big dot above the beth. Ab. The next one was ǀΑЯ, father. Again, alep, okay, ΙΣΚΑΠΑ, alright, and alep does not join from this one, so it's going to be beth and alep, and isqapa above. Wa, and because I'm saying the beth is sounds of W, so I'm going to put the dot under. So it's going to be awa. Awa. The next one is baba. Ba. Ba. And finally, the last one was, do you see how they join here? Beth does join from left, and automatically all of them, we say that all of them, they join from right, so it's going to join from or left and right. And the last one is biba, beth with the ḥwasa as a vowel, and another beth and alep, bi ba, bi ba. Okay, that's about the second letter, and now we're gonna move on to the third letter, gamal, page 20. Gamal is a G, the sounds of like when you say God, okay, G sounds. Now you're gonna say when exactly this is gonna mean like a George or Gianna or Jacob. We're gonna talk about that modifier we need to make that sounds in surah. However, gamal, grammar, I have one grammar. Let me write gamal for you. Again, I want you to read all that page and about the gamal. Gamal, it's like line like this one, and there's line like this, 45, and something like this. Do you see this is the line? Part of the gamal is going to be under the line, and another part is above. And there is a line here. This line to join to the next one, and because the gamal does join from left, and also this one is the wherever before is going to join to this one. So it's the same for strangila. That is gamal. Remember that some part of it goes under the line. Sorry, my bad. Here, gamal. Do you see here? That's the shape of gamal, and I'm gonna apply this one when we're gonna study the letters. We're gonna, how the words. Of course, I have some words that's gonna be joined from left and right in the word, and I'm gonna show you that one. Now there is one grammar. This one again, the gamal, it sounds as g. Okay, g. Now if I have a single dot, this is a grammar. If I have a single dot under the letter gamal, like I show here, the sounds of the gamal is gonna be r, r. Now, I'm not sure what language you speak, but I don't have any sounds of r in English. You may have in your own language, in your own mother language, the sounds of r. All right, for some examples, like in Surah, we say paghra. You may heard this one at the church, at the mass. The priest says paghra dimshiha, the Christ's body. Paghra means body. So paghra, do you see paghra? Also, if you heard about the capital city of Iraq in Surah is Baghdad. You see, I'm saying it slowly here. Baghdad. So every time you will see that under the gamal, that sounds is r, r. I know most languages, they have that sounds r, but English we don't have. However, in English, when you have that sounds, they give them the GH sounds. GH letter. So that is a grammar. It's not a modifier. It's a grammar. When you have a single dot, it sounds r. Now, what about if I have like Jacob, okay, or Gianna, okay? Gianna, sometimes the word Gianna, also is a common name here in United States. How are we gonna write that? George as well, George. So how are we gonna write this letter? We don't have the sounds of or letter of J or G or something like that. So we use the modifier with the letter gamal. So here you go. This is the gamal. What we do, we put something like a tilde. However, in the book, it's not a tilde. I'm sorry. This is the tilde. Okay. In the book, because when I use the tilde jump in here in the format, so it's gonna give me some kind of not good looking letter. So I use this symbol in the book. However, any symbol, any unusual thing under the letter, if you are reading different textbook, if you're gonna see something like this one here, you're gonna figure out some people, they do it like this. Okay, like this. All right, it doesn't matter. It just is gonna it is telling you that pay attention to this one. This one is a modifier, and to give you a sounds and letter is not exist in surah. So we're gonna say this one is J. So for example, Jacob. I'm gonna write Jacob here. Okay, I'm gonna use this one, Jacob. I know you cannot figure out those letters. We're gonna study those as well. So if I'm gonna put the vowels, it's gonna look like Ja, Jacob. Okay, and Beth, just because I'm saying Jacob. All right, you can avoid that one, but it's okay if you're gonna write. Same thing with Gianna. Okay, you can write Gianna as well. I already show you again. I'm gonna write a few more letters. I mean gamal letter. Okay, just to apply the vowel, and you will see here how we gonna the vowel is gonna change the sounds of the gamal. Gamal with no vowel is g. Now with the sqapa, ga, thaha, ga, zama pshiqa, g, zama qishya, ge. With the rwaha, go. With the rwasa, gu, and then hwasa, gi. Okay. I'm gonna bring that page again here, page 21 in this one here, to read the words again. You have here ga, ga, ge, ge, go, gu, gi, and some of words here, how we're going to read them with the syllable. This is the first column, ba-ga, 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 bar-bar, bar. You see the gamal with the dot under, both of them, okay, both of them sounds of r, bar-bar. Barbar, Gabba, Gabba, group or political party. Okay. Right. So that is Gamal. Now we're gonna move on to the last letter of this group is Dalath. Page 22. Dalath. D in English, does not join from left and has a strangula. Does not join from left and has a strangula shape. I'm gonna start writing Dalath. Okay, again, you will see there is some kind of information, extra information there to learn about Dalath. This is Dalath. Okay, Dalath. All right. Another one, Dalath. This is the Eastern dialect, Dalath. All right, again, I want you to pay attention to this line here on the top. This one, okay, should go like, if I'm going to continue, it's going to go straight like this one. Why I'm saying this one? Because we're going to have a letter similar to Dalath but does not continue. Okay, if I continue, I'm sorry, it's gonna go down. That is Daleth, Eastern dialect. Now the Strangila is gonna look like this one. By the way, Daleth always is above the line. If I'm gonna consider that one is your notebook line, so Daleth is gonna look like this one. Okay, that is Daleth. Daleth, we have a grammar with Daleth. Okay, if I have a single dot, in my book you're gonna see that dot next to the line. Some books they're gonna see the dot under the line. It depends what kind of fonts they have installed on a computer. However, with the handwriting, you can put it here or here, doesn't matter. So some of them they're gonna see the dot here, one single dot here, or so in my book you're gonna see it like this one, two dots or one line and dot. This is the line and dot. So when you see Daleth with a single dot there, it's gonna give me the sounds of TH, like in the, okay, like in the TH in the. Okay, you know we have another sounds in TH in English, like in third, th. Okay, we're gonna study that sounds as well later on. We have that one too. So now Daleth with a dot under is a TH, is gonna give you the sounds of the, like in the. Again, Daleth does not join from left, and Daleth also has functions as a preposition, which means of, which, who. Okay, like when you say house of Maher. Okay, let's just put it like now. I'm gonna explain this one later. House of Maher. Okay, you're gonna say Betha de Maher. Again, Betha de Maher. Daleth here, which is a proposition, is gonna join the second noun. Okay, from right to left, and I'm saying this one is slowly here just because I want you to pay attention. So if I'm gonna say that just like normal speak when I talk, I'm gonna say Bethad Maher, Bethad Maher, Betha de Maher means house of Maher, and we're gonna cover the proposition in chapter 4 in more details. Okay. So again, I'm gonna write or rewrite Daleth in Eastern dialect and Strangila a couple more times just for practicing. This is Daleth and then line under. This is Daleth and more Daleth. So I'm gonna make 7 of them so I can apply the 7 vowels on Daleth here, and one more Daleth here. And the by the way, Strangila is this one, does not apply any vowel, so it's gonna look like this one. By the way, this dot you see here is not a vowel, it's just a shape in a Strangila. So Daleth sounds as D with the skapa da, pthaha da, the Zlama pshiqa d, Zlama qishya de, with the ρωάχα does not join. You see, it's going to leave a gap, even though the waw is too close, but there is a gap. Do, with the ρωάσα do, with the ⵃwásα d. So if I'm going to write Daleth with the ρωάχα, it's going to look like this one. Daleth with the, sorry, this is not here. Daleth with the ρωάσα like this one, and Daleth with the ḥwásα is gonna be like this. So I just make a gap so for you guys to make sure Daleth does not join from left, and you need treat those 3 vowels, even though they are derived from the letter waw and yod, you need to treat those vowels as letter in this case. Now, in case you're going to say, okay, what about if I have the dot when it sounds of TH? how it's going to be with the vowels. So with the th is the, so it's going to be the, and it's going to be the, and here is going to be the, and then the, though, thu, and thee. Let's see, study the words in this group. Okay, we have really some words and simple statements. Before I'm gonna end this group video, we need to talk about how we're gonna make simple statements in Surah. The first one is Baghdad. 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 ﷺ, by the way, the daleth here, both of them, they should be daleth, is somehow not showing that one, maybe because they are inside the table. So if I'm gonna do, it's gonna be look like you see dot here, daleth, and this one line and dot here. So there's gonna be ﷺ. I'm trying to fix it here, but again, that's the, for you guys, you just put the line daleth and dot next to it for the sounds of the. ﷺ, Γκούδα, 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 Dewa, Dewa. Do you see alap is silent, has no vowel. Dewa, wolf. You may gonna say, oh, I thought dewa is gold. That is dehwa. Dehwa. And we're gonna have that word later. Dibba, 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 dibba. Okay. Some of the short statements or sentence here. Biba, we learned biba before. Biba ad Baghdad. Do you see the daleth here? The Baghdad, of. Biba ad Baghdad. You can put this one as another way. You're going to say the canal of Baghdad. Okay, but here also we can say in English the Baghdad's canal. So we're going to say Biba ad Baghdad. Dibba o dewa. Dibba o dewa. Dibba o dewa. That's for group 1. I will see you in group 2. Thank you.